To prove that tech beats magic, I pulled out an intercontinental ballistic missile, the Dongfeng 61, and got laughed at. They called it a pile of scrap metal. Hilarious. Did you fish that out of a dumpster? Total junk. What they didn't know was that this missile packs 10 times the punch of a forbidden spell. See, this world has zero technology. The only way to gain real power is through a class awakening. There I was, standing at the class altar. A brilliant flash of light swept through and words began to appear on the stone tablet. I read what was on the tablet, then slowly stepped down from the altar. I pulled up my class panel and checked my skills. Something stirred inside me. Active skill, Soldier Arsenal. Deploy a weapons factory inside your personal inventory space. The factory summons regular soldiers armed with AK-47 assault rifles, 1 soldier every hour. Passive skill, Lord of Arms. As the Lord of Arms, all damage I take is transferred to my military constructs. Looking at my class, someone who lived through the military-industrial era in my past life, knew exactly how terrifying this power was. Those top-tier players need how long to recover after casting 1 forbidden spell? With enough missiles, I could go completely cooldown free. Picturing Dongfeng missiles sweeping through dungeon after dungeon, I couldn't help but feel a rush of excitement. After the new player class ceremony ended, the plaza erupted with recruitment calls from every direction. Standing right in front of me was a team representative. But unlike the others out here recruiting, this woman had come to renegotiate a contract. Mr. Li Yi, I'm here about your contract. Your awakened class is really weak. Sorry, but the A-rank contract we offered before, we can't honor it. We can offer you an E-rank contract instead. I listened to the Shenpan team rep, a smirk creeping across my face. Hard pass on the E-rank. If you're breaking the deal, just pay me out. Easy to say, but what good is compensation if you can't use it? Your magic resonance reading is literally 0. No team is going to take you. I heard her out, my expression completely unchanged. That's none of your business. I just want the silver tier gear that was agreed on up front. My attitude clearly got under her skin. She swallowed her anger. Fine, let me go talk to the higher-ups. She turned and walked off into the crowd. I headed straight home, then let my consciousness sink inward. There, in my mental space, a massive mechanical factory slowly rose from the ground. With a flicker of my mind, a portal-like ring of light appeared on the floor, and a soldier carrying a steel rifle materialized right in front of me. I immediately checked the soldier's stats. Not only was the base HP solid, but the fire rate clocked in at 600 rounds per minute. Do you know what that means? Regular mobs in the beginner trial zones have HP somewhere between 200 and 500. With just 10 soldiers firing for 1 minute straight, even the beefier mutant mobs would go down. Now imagine 100 soldiers. Mutant mobs wouldn't last 10 seconds in front of me. And the kicker? I can summon 24 of these soldiers every single day. Satisfied, I dismissed the soldier. Now I just had to wait for tomorrow's beginner trial. Right as I was thinking that, a notification popped up on my communicator. The call request was from my girlfriend, Yuejia. The call connected, and she went quiet for a moment. You doing okay? I kept my tone even. I'm fine. Did the team put you up to this? Before this, Violet Rose had been trying to recruit Yuejia and offered her a C-rank contract. Not entirely weak, I just wanted to check on you. I wasn't in the mood for small talk. Alright, what does Nancy want? Just say it. Nancy was the rep who had originally tried to recruit me. Yuejia clearly didn't expect me to be so blunt. Sis Nancy said she's willing to give you 3 black iron armor pieces, agility, HP, and strength bonuses. She thinks it's a better deal than the original compensation. I let out a cold laugh. Tell her, 1 silver tier piece of gear, non-negotiable. I was about to hang up, but then something crossed my mind. Oh, and we're done, let's break up. And with that, I ended the call. Yuejia stared at the disconnected screen, her face going pale. He just hung up on me, I cannot believe this. Just then, a woman walked into the room. It was Nancy, the team rep. So Yuejia, did Li Yi agree? Yuejia pushed her thoughts aside and forced a smile as she relayed what I'd said. Nancy listened, and her face went red with anger. So Nancy immediately dialed up the team leader. The man on the other end of the line let out a cold laugh after hearing her out. Simple, send him a spirit stat staff. The Violet Rose team leader wasn't being generous. He figured I'd have no team and would have to solo grind. Sending me HP or agility gear might actually keep me alive. Couldn't have that. Nancy read her boss perfectly. She picked out a spirit attribute staff and sent it to me through in-game mail. At the same time, I heard my mailbox ping. I rushed to check it and tapped the system screen. And suddenly, the space in front of me warped. A silver staff materialized out of thin air. I reached out and grabbed it, feeling the cool metal in my hand, and immediately pulled up its stats. A look of surprise crossed my face. It was Spirit type, one of the rarer equipment categories. I only needed a second to figure out what the Violet Rose higher-ups were thinking. I looked at the staff and smiled. So they thought they'd stick me with gear I couldn't use. Too bad, some people are about to be very disappointed. Equipping this silver staff gives all my soldiers a flat 30% HP boost. The next day, the area outside the beginner dungeon was packed as usual. Right then, a notification popped up in my private channel.